here with the one, the only Nige Hood. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited that he's on my show. Seriously, thank you so much, Nige.
Thank you very much.
You are so welcome. So let's see. Nige Hood is a artist, not a rap. He's a rap artist, but I would like to call him a poetic artist because I'm going to tell you, you honestly remind me a lot of Common. Do you get that a lot?
Yeah, I've gotten that many times. Like I get like a host of different rappers. You know.
Because it's like your songs tell stories, and I love that. Like it's not just that bang bang shoot shoot. I like money, girls like. I don't like any of that. It's actually a story, and that's why I love your music. So I'm gonna ask you a series of questions because we need to get to know a little more about Nige Hood. Well, when did you decide that you wanted to become a artist, a rap artist?
Well, I guess kind of when I was a young lad, young kid, a lot of the music that I listened to was like oldies, like simple tunes from like the 60s and the 50s. And on top of that, I always liked to draw. So I was always like into that music. So, as a kid, I would write a lot of the songs. Like I would rewrite those songs that I would hear and just put different lyrics to it. So by the time I was in fifth grade, I started bumping rap music, and then from there, I just started writing raps. But even when I was like in first grade and kindergarten, like I just knew I was gonna be famous for something. And I thought my first profession was that I wanted to be a comedian, like at like 5 or 6 years old. But I just always kind of imagined myself being known for entertaining, you know.
So, on top of entertaining and being an artist, in your rap songs, I love them. I love the beats. So, tell me a little about these beats. I love them. There's some good beats like that. I mean, you make the songs with your lyrics, but the beats make the song too. Who does your beats?
Well, I'll be glad to say who does my beats. My most recent EP was entirely produced by a gentleman named Simon something from Charlotte, North Carolina. He's an incredible producer, incredible artist, an incredible just mind when it comes to like music. Also, I work with myself. I'm working on production as well. Also, I work with LaFell. He's part of Realer Music Group, and he makes beats for Wrecking Crew out of Durham, by way of Atlanta, and just whoever has nice stuff, you know.
And I like your album covers. Those are nice. So who does the artwork for your artistic art? Is that you? You have those artistic ways because I love them. Yeah, I mean, I mean, when I showed, I let one of my friends listen to your songs, and he was like, "Wait, hold on, wait a second with the song. Who did this album? It's really eye catching, and people actually love them. They really did. And that's you. You're really marketing yourself well.
Well, just on that note, yes, that is something that I've started to embrace as of recently. Like I said, like I always liked to draw as a young kid, and that never really left. So I figured, why not take the opportunity to further brand myself and who I am through my drawings, because that's also my head. It's just all my head. Just like the cover of Excursions was basically a silhouette, because it's just whatever's going on in my head, and that could come out through drawings or it could come out through music. So. Yeah.
So who would you compare yourself to as an artist? Because honestly, there's not really many. Well, right now, I can't really think of many great artists that tell stories in their songs like you tell stories. It's just a whole bunch of music that has good beats but nonsense lyrics. So, who would you compare yourself to as of right now?
Um. Well, I'd kind of consider myself like one of those people who are hopefully not too ahead of his time, but just one of those originals that will spawn other people after me. But like when I look at the artists in the past that I've really respected and admired, even as a young kid, it was like Jimi Hendrix, the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, um, and as far as rappers like Nas, Pimp C. Those are, I don't know. I just like a host of a lot of different people, and I think that's what makes my sound so different, because I'm not really going in just listening to one type of music and then trying to create based off of that. It's just the slop that's in my head just all comes together to make that, and I feel that because it's so unique and good, that it's gonna catch on, and the only way to describe me is me, and there might be another me later, but there's only one me, you know.
You are an old head for real. So, do you perceive not being in a rap market a professional setback?
Are you talking about by not being in the industry now?
Right. Yes. Right. Is right now.
Well, nah, cause I mean, well, I'm in, but I don't really look at it as a setback because I was never really in it. Like I'm always on the way to it. You know, it's just like, I mean, shoot, you name anybody who has a story. Like look at Two Chainz. Think of how Two Chainz was Titty Boy in 2001. You know what I'm saying? He was on remixes for DTP and nobody knew or cared, but he stayed in it and stayed doing it. So anybody who'll tell you, whether it be somebody who had it once or still has it or tried, it's like it's all about just trying, and there's no guarantee for any of this, but that's what makes it easier for me because this is what I love to do. I love to make music. I love to just empty out my head, you know.
Now, now, many people want to know: are you still enrolled in school? Are you in school and doing rap?
Well, I'm a graduate of North Carolina. Yeah, I finished in 2013, spring 2013 at North Carolina Central. Then got a job with the school system. Yeah, let me say. Nah, I like A&T because my grandparents, my on my dad's side, both went to A&T, and then my mom's mother went to Central. But I got love for Greensboro. They show love every time you come to Greensboro. People are just so warm and welcoming at the house parties and everything. So, but no, I'm finished, and I was working a more full time job, but I recently quit that to do more music. Like if I was still working, I wouldn't have been able to come out here to do this. So, I'm working at the Y though. I'll say that. You know, they really look out for me. Like if there's ever like a book I write, I'm gonna thank the Y. Yeah, yeah, definitely. And this is a job too. It's crazy.
I mean, I'm proud of you. It doesn't matter. I mean, I didn't even know that you graduated already. I'm sorry. That is my fault. So you didn't invite me to the graduation.
You was probably here in Greensboro doing something. I know. I got you next time. I got you next time. When I get signed, you're coming to the party.
Are you really gonna invite
Yeah.
me?
Yeah.
I'm serious.
You're already gonna have a brand by then anyway.
So I'm
Yeah,
really
you're gonna already have the passes backstage and everything. Yeah.
don't all talk though.
Oh shoot, don't all talk me either. But yeah.
So, what steps are you taking to become your generation's next rap voice?
Well, really, like, man, I've been doing this for such a long time. Um, what I've learned is just continue making art, like continue following through on the ideas that you have, like because not only have I been putting out music, but at the same time I have a T-shirt I have a T-shirt design with a company called Rhymes and Designs, which is based out of Charlotte and Durham, and California. And basically, they did a collaboration tee with me and this artist group called TLR, True Life Revolution. But the pictures, I mean, basically the shirts have like a person with a crown, like a kid, like a black dude with a crown on his head, and it says one of my lines from the song Pharaohs called, and it says, "You can be a king if you choose to be a king, or choose to be a stoop and not accomplish anything." And they were actually selling that at the Nipsey Hussle concert at the Fillmore in Charlotte. And a lot of people have really gravitated toward it and been buying them at Dup and Swat, which is a boutique in Charlotte. So so I've got like I got my artwork on stickers, slapping them everywhere. I've got my artwork. Oh, I got a little something for you too. And I've got my artwork on T-shirts, and really just from that and collaborating with Simon and other artists from Charlotte, it's really kind of helped more and more build my brand. And like, you know, you always have those times where you think about all the time that you put into to your dream and your craft, and then you try to assess like, okay, am I going in a direction that I should be going, and you know, is it working? But every time I really like, I could look back 2 months ago and see where I was, what was on my mind, and I'm progressed. Like, you know what I'm saying, I'm already thinking ahead. Like 2 months before that, I was moving ahead. So that's just how I look at it.
No, you're Yeah, no, this is what you're on here for. So, what are you have other projects that you're doing? So not only are you a rap artist, you have your T-shirt line, and what else? Is there anything else we need to know about?
Other than that, I would say uh my art, you got my t-shirts, and then my music. That's basically it. And I'm basically working on projects in each of those categories right now. For music, I've got a project. We're not gonna announce it officially until the 19th of February, but me and Quint Young, we have a project that we're gonna be working on this year. I'm releasing Thoughts Volume 2. Thoughts was a mixtape that I had in the summer, and I'm doing that in around May. And I'm releasing my summertime project called Return of the Nasty in probably like mid to late July. But Return of the Nasty is gonna be me really embracing um, like the sides of my music that I don't really get to get out with rap. You know what I mean? It's still gonna be rap based, but I'm just kind of trying to push the envelope with the sounds and the samples that I use because I'm a suburban kid. You know what I'm saying? I'm not somebody who's hard. I think trying to be hard when you're not is lame. Like, just be yourself. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm gonna admit that I like rock and roll. I like songs that you sing on. I like punk rock, and I'm gonna try to infuse all of those things into that, and at the same time, like, totally branded by my artwork, which I've already gotten help doing thus far with like the shows that I've had. I've used my artwork to make the flyers, and really I've done other people's event flyers and drawn those up as well. So, I'm just constantly doing work and just taking every opportunity that I can to perform and to get heard and get coverage.
You deserve every bit of it. Now, these performances, where can people like? Do you have tour dates?
Well, you know what? I guess they kind of just happen. Like at this point, no, like for real. Like I mean, there have been different times where I've had like 4 shows lined up. Because there was a time where I had like 2 in Raleigh, 1 in D.C., and then 1 in Charlotte coming up. But like I put it all on like a little short little flyer, like with upcoming dates and whatnot. But as of now, like I haven't put together like an official tour with like let me hit up this city, make sure we have these venues set in place. But that's gonna come along with me putting out this material coming up in the spring. So I'm looking to do a whole lot of traveling with my music in the summertime, but you'll just have to stay tuned.
I'm about scared of you. Now I'm gonna be at the shows that are I'm gonna be in New York this summer. So if you come to New York, that's a big thing. I'm so serious. I'll be at that show, Charlotte. I'm gonna be there. Just let me know the tour dates and the times, and I'll be in the front row rooting for you. Okay. And I gotta learn all your lyrics because I can't be in the front row not knowing nothing. So thank you so much, Nige, for being on the Takeover. The Takeover welcomes you anytime, and I'm so appreciative that you made your way out here to actually be on the show. So, you
Bef-
know we.
yo, before
Oh,
we're gonna have more designs from Nige, but that's how they're gonna basically run. They're gonna be like a one of my doodles. This one says, I don't know if you can even read it. Like, impossible things happen every day, and
oh, that is hot.
just a little reminder,
Nice and long sleeves. I can wear it.
positive. You got the NH on the sleeve and whatnot, and it's a small, so you know might need to hit it with an iron or something, but you know. So yeah, I just
Nice, and I have something for you as well. So
oh ooh,
this is really nice.
thank you.
Thank you so much. Well, thank you so much, Nige. I really do appreciate it.
Wait, let's say that again.
Thank you so much, Nige. I really do appreciate it.
You're welcome, and thank you for having me. I'm glad to be on the Takeover. Yo, death gotta be easy, cause life is hard. That's why I keep my eyes open and my purple my guard. Dudes I don't know be grilling like the front of a car. I don't know why they hating, why they wanna be hard. I just want them to suffer, but I gotta be humble. The people want all the honey, but they too busy to bumble. Since I come from the royal, you can catch you a rumble. I can run, I can rock it, and I'm not gonna fumble. Women smile at your brethren, they waving titties be bouncing. Booty all in my vision, the sexual tension, the mountain. And I'm high as a bitch, like I'm high on the mountain. So I flow like a fountain and look for pussy to pounce on. A new groove what I'm bouncing, and a new rhythm I'm counting. I'm trying to whip me a classic dirt, wanna slap me a doubter. Trying to stretch out the limits like a wrestler. Yes, your boy Nige should apply pressure like fat ass on the dresser.
It's Lana, and
That's
I'm
it.
the best. I'm the coolest girl of the rest. I hope you all enjoyed Nige Hood as much as I enjoyed him. He is on the come up. He's on the rise, and everybody knows his name now, especially in Charlotte, where he started his music. So definitely check him out on SoundCloud. Add him on Instagram at Nige Hood Full. He's definitely somebody you don't want to miss out on. The quote of the week is by Nige Hood. We are all different, so bathe in our difference. I'm Alana Covington, signing off with the Takeover.
He was so obsessed with Jordans, he ain't know what to do. He sold all his jewels, he maxed out his cars. Now he's Instagramming boxes, trying to make it as a star. Profile name, Young Bang, Scooter J got 13K followers with no day job. Followed by Miss Muffet, he fucked her and cuffed it. Little did he know.